Hi, we are Lynn and Jack Hankins from Charlotte, North Carolina, and we went on two mission trips to Armenia. One in the summer of 2014, the second one was in the summer of 2017. Both were extremely rich and meaningful and impactful for us, and we just want to talk a little bit about those experiences that we had.
So on our 2014 trip, we really spent our entire time in mission working with a family whose home was old and dilapidated and in very poor condition. And we spent the week helping to basically completely renovate their house from one end to the other. The second trip, we spent a lot of our time working in renovating the Christian Education Center at the Project AGAPE compound. And we also work to relay flooring throughout a house in the neighborhood.
While those jobs might sound menial and pretty mundane, they were quite different because of how the people from Armenia came and worked alongside with us while we were working. It was amazing to be in the midst of scraping paint, for example, and a 10-year-old girl would come and pick up the scraper and work alongside me, or being in the house that we were renovating and having the children who lived in the house come and want to work with us, not to mention the parents who were also working there alongside us. So it was very collaborative. We did not feel like we were doing these jobs for them so much as we were working together to accomplish the improvements and goals that we had.
So you could ask how you see God in a trip like this. And I can tell you, for me, and I think for both of us really in a major way, we saw it in the radical hospitality we experienced from virtually everybody we met. These are poor people who have very few resources, and yet they opened their homes to us and shared their food, their drink, etc., with us as if we were family. It was really a rich experience that we are so grateful for.
And I will even add, I have a vivid recollection of while we were working in this house the first summer we were there, the matriarch of the family would insist that we take a break from doing the work inside the house, and she would bring out the tray of snacks and china to offer us coffee or tea as a break, and we would sit down together in the living room, which was a very sparsely furnished area. And we would take the time, though, to be there together. Even though we were not able to speak in the same language, we were able to connect and just learn something about one another and enjoy being together. That was very, very memorable for me, and I think for both of us.
Yeah, it was a rich experience in a lot of ways. And one of the things that I think is the best about both trips and what's happened since, we connected with the family whose home we helped renovate in our first trip in 2014, and we're still connected via Facebook. We get regular updates on what's going on with them, and obviously in this region, there is a great deal of strife and upset, and in fact, most of the people have had to leave that region and move. And yet we still stay connected with this family via Facebook and with the Project AGAPE staff, who are some of the really the most beautiful people and the most invested I've seen anywhere.
Without a doubt. And also the team members. I mean, we formed relationships
Amen.
with others from our church that are still very special and meaningful to us. So we would just encourage any of you who are considering going on a mission trip to consider a trip to Armenia. It is certainly a long trip, but it is one where you will experience the love of Christ and connections with people in a way that is just hard to put into words.